YouTube, what is going on? Zmar Cyber back with another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to overcome imposter syndrome in IT or cybersecurity. So let's get straight into it, right? So quite frankly, imposter syndrome is real, right? If you don't know, imposter syndrome is basically when people that are actually high achievers doubt their skills. Sometimes they are actually forced to perform at their best at all times, right? But quite frankly, if you do this, you will actually be more scared to make mistakes than most, right? So that's the problem. If you choose to perform at your best 100% of the time and you're scared to make mistakes, you will actually never end up learning. So that's the first point that I want to talk about, right? So, especially when you're first starting out, like for me, I went from an IT intern to what I am now. Um, Understanding that I was still learning and I was still growing and I had a lot more to learn, I felt like making mistakes was just a part of the journey. It actually made me learn that much more. Given I did have a lot of resources, right? I had people that were senior. I was doing certifications. I was doing my own research on the side. Um, I had a lot of resources, but that also came down to persistency. I talked about this in another video, and I want to stress to you guys that being persistent, especially in IT, is one of the most important factors for you actually making it in the field, right? If we sit here and we get stagnant, or if we get stuck at a certain point, then we will never grow, right? It's what we do to overcome those obstacles once they arise is what actually makes us a better person or a better technical person, right? Or a better technical professional. So understanding that really should help you out a lot, right? Just be okay with making mistakes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Um, that's number one. Um, you know, the other question people might ask is, why IT actually makes imposter syndrome worse. Well, here's the thing. There's so many tools, or there's so much constant learning. There's so many like acronyms, or even like different types of, like, I guess you could say, like, smart rooms that you'll be in, dealing with senior leaders or professionals, right? But just understanding that, um, you don't know everything, and they don't know everything either. They may know some more than you, but they don't know everything in the book, right? There's still IT professionals today that have to look up, let's just say, a port number because they don't remember. They're no better than you, right? As time goes on, you'll be able to actually remember a lot more things and understand a lot more things and how they work, right? But just understanding that everyone doesn't know everything, right? It makes you feel a whole lot better on the inside, and it makes you more vulnerable, and it makes you hopefully feel okay to make mistakes, right? That's number two. And number three, I want to talk about is that persistency, once more, is better than confidence, right? As long as you're persistent, as long as you're willing to overcome obstacles once they arise, and once you're willing to learn why you got something wrong or why you're not understanding it, this matters a lot more than confidence. Because sure, you could be confident, you could say like, oh yeah, like, so like a recruiter, oh yeah, I know this, I know that, but then the confidence doesn't stack up to what you actually know, right? So as long as you're persistent, as long as you're willing to be like, okay, I don't know this, but I'm willing to learn it, and this is what I'll do to learn it. That sounds a whole lot better than being fake confident. You know, that's number three. All right. Let's just see. Um, Once again, consistency also builds competence, right? So going back to one of my older videos, persistency and then consistency as well. Uh, Daily tasks like going through tickets, or reviewing your notes from school, or just understanding that, studying for certifications, or just even asking questions to, your peers or your senior leaders, or even ChatGPT, for example. This builds competence. This builds your understanding of IT, right? So as long as you're willing to put in the work and be persistent and be willing to make mistakes, this makes you a lot better of an IT professional than most. Um, couple things I want to bring up too, right? So, a year ago, I don't want to make this too long. It's already 5 minutes in, but a year ago, I was an IT intern. I didn't really have that many certifications. I believe I just had my 8 plus and my IT fundamentals and the Google cybersecurity certificate. It's only 3 certifications, but those are like the base level, entry level certifications, right? Um, I was persistent, as many of you guys don't know. I failed one part of my CompTIA A plus, right? But I wasn't sobbing, right? And I wasn't upset, but I knew that there was more things that I had to learn. And I feel like it was a mindset shift that I had to go through to understand that this is IT and I don't know everything. There's so much more to learn, right? So I want you guys to understand that it's just a mindset shift that you have to go through. Um, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I talked about everything I want to talk about. Um, just know, if you're persistent, if you're consistent, then imposter syndrome just loses power. That's it. You gotta stay the course, and the skills will catch up sooner or later. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please leave a like, please leave a comment, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.